Hello, welcome to LettiSpeaks. Today we are delving into the spirit around this super blue moon that will be taking place today around, I think it's around 2:43 p.m. The super blue moon will position itself. And so we're going to look at the energies around that today. We're going to go through each of the signs and take a look and see what type of energies will be present during this super blue moon. And so there's lots of special energy, and I'm told this is a very special, unique time that may not come for a few years. And so we're going to take a look and see what energies come out for each of the signs. Welcome to LettiSpeaks. If you're new here, make sure that you like, share, subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure that you hit the bell so you'll be notified in case new content is posted or in case I go live. If you're looking for a personal reading, you can delve down into my description box down below where you'll find a couple of links. One is a different way that you can reciprocate energy. You'll see a couple of links down there. The other is my calendar. Feel free to click on that and schedule a personal reading for yourself. I'm excited to continue reading for you all. And so let's get started. Hello, Taurus. Welcome, welcome. I am glad to come to you tonight and speak with you about the energies around this moon. Let's get started. So I did pull out my cards. I'm using my tea leaf oracle deck, a couple of different tarot decks. One is my urban tarot, and I'm also using my 7 energies oracle deck, my African goddess rising deck as well. And so let's jump in. I'm excited. Okay, so for you around this super blue moon, right? The energies are going to be around like achieving. Yeah, and for you, this will, well, let's just jump in, okay? And then we'll discuss during the reading, right? I don't want to spoil all this good energy I'm seeing. So I got the wall. So during this full moon, there will be some level of misunderstanding. There may be a wall that you're putting up for someone may be placing a wall up between you and them. I do sense some blocked communication coming in. It was clarified by the 3 of Cups and the 4 of Cups, and it feels like your energy, like you're definitely going to be really taking your power back in some type of way and possibly pulling the energy back and pouring into yourself. You see these 3 cups here? And taking it and what you would have given, right? And this could be those closest to you, those around you. This could be a time of you really being self-caring. And you're just really pouring back into yourself. You could be declining invitations right now. Now, here's the kicker, Taurus, right? So the next card I got was Cat. And Cat talks about a two-faced friend. Someone possibly talking behind your back, right? Someone possibly not loyal, disloyal. But anyways, here's why. I have the 5 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. So there's a little bit of conflict, a little bit of jealousy, right? Around the fact, and I feel like the 6 of Wands represents you. the energy that you are in. It's very high vibing energy, very accomplished energy, very victorious energy. So somebody is a little bit salty about the light that you are walking in and you're carrying right now. You could be feeling really good about yourself during this full moon and not really realize that someone is looking at you in this way, thinking that you think that you're all that in a bag of chips. And you are. And you are. Let me say that again. And you are. And there's a level of envy, I feel like, that could rise up during this super blue moon around you. But again, if you're not doing nothing, nobody's hating. If somebody's hating, that means you're doing something, right? And so, not that you have to stop what you're doing and give this your attention. This could be the reason why you're pulling back from your close-knit circle. It could be someone there that's not loyal, okay? That may in fact be something that you're dealing with during this full moon, and you may be able to even feel it. For our next card, we have Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you, and they are, right? You're not tripping. This is a time to really trust yourself, trust the vibes that you're getting, and act appropriately. Okay? You don't need the details, just trust yourself. We have the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles. Stay balanced, right? Stay in your relaxed, connected energy. If you're someone who loves to get out into nature, stay in your element so that you can be balanced and not let stuff catch you off guard or, throw you off balance. That's the main thing that people try to do when they see you vibing high and really feeling yourself. They try to throw rocks and hide their hands because they're not bold enough, right? They don't have the courage to actually stand up and say what needs to be said. And so they sneak around in the dark doing little stuff, little sneaky stuff, But God sees everything. Right? Nothing is hidden from God. And so that which they think was done in the dark or said behind your back, it's already known and it's already been dealt with. So the Chariot talks about you really, this could be the very thing that causes you to really stand up and stand in your power and just kind of flex, right? And you know what I'm getting? Remember that scene in The Matrix where Neo came into his power in the hallway when he didn't make it to the phone in time, and the agents came in and thought they got him, and he rose back up. And when he rose back up in full power. And when he flexed, right, it was almost like the aura flexed, and it like reverberated this power coming off of him, like when he was feeling himself. That's kind of like the energy I'm getting for you, Taurus. And so the Chariot talks about you moving forward, not just moving forward, but moving forward in power, in your power. And it's a sight to see. And when you move in that kind of power, you can't help but pull people with you. You can't help but broaden and widen your influence, your realm of influence. I feel like this is the kind of consequence that's going to happen as a result of this confusion around you, right? You're going to realize what you have, who you are, and it's going to cause you to even go harder, to stand even stronger and taller in your power. And so just understand who you are. And then this was the Vulture card, and I can't help but think of the nature of a vulture. A vulture it's actually what do they call them? A scavenger, right? A vulture is a scavenger. It is a strong one. That's one of the largest scavengers. But it's a scavenger, meaning it waits around for things to die, or it waits around for other prey to finish with theirs so that it could come along and get their leftovers, right? It's just hanging around just to get the leftovers, right? Many times because it's such a big bird, like it could actually go out and hunt if it wanted to, but it scavenges. It waits around for others' leftovers. That could be like that energy that's around you. They're waiting to be able to catch your droppings off of your table because they don't want to go in and put in the work themselves. But you're moving forward in chariot energy, in your power, in your strength. I don't even feel like that's even going to phase you. It's going to be like fuel for your fire. Now, here's the good news. That was like the bad news, right? Which isn't all that bad because you're just transforming that into power. You're transmuting that energy. We also have Tulip, and Tulip talks about great passion. This was clarified by the Magician and the Emperor. Now, this passion could have a lot to do with what it is that you will be delving into. I feel like you're a multifaceted person. You could definitely have your hands in many different things right now, especially during the time of this super blue moon. And the Emperor actually is a very grounded energy. It's a powerful energy. It's an authority figure. And it's an authority figure that has a high level of integrity, right? So you could be standing in a very high frequency, of energy during this super blue moon. Sometimes it's considered to be like a fatherly like energy, but it doesn't have to be. It means you just have understood your sovereignty and you are operating in that. But if it is a father like energy, this is someone that could be assisting you or operating, working with you, supporting you in some type of way. But I almost feel like this is your energy, Taurus. This does feel like your energy. And the work ethic that you have, that you display, that high level of integrity, it's almost like reaping the rewards of that. That's like part of this power that backs you up as you go in and do your manifestations, right? And you go after what it is that you want. So it's lots of passion flowing out during this super blue moon. Added to that is Basket, which talks about recognition, reward for merit, same thing, right? Justice and Ace of Cups. Your reward for standing in your integrity and your high level of honor and, you know, not giving up, not taking the short route, not taking the easy way, not trampling or walking over people to get where you are. The reward is coming in for that, and it's going to be great. The Ace of Cups is definitely something that you personally connect to and are passionate about. This is like something that you only dream about, you know. It's that thing that gets your heart beating, that helps you to be prepared every single day to get up and be at it, right? It's the passion for life itself. And justice is something that's owed to you for what you've done. So it's kind of like reiterating Tulip, right? Something coming towards you for what you've done and how you've stood during these past however many years, right? It's something that's owed to you. that will be rewarded to you, okay? And then we have the month of April. So this could represent you, because I know Taurus is in April, right? This could be something coming around your birthday. It could also be, I want to say, let's just clarify it. We have the Empress, the Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So this almost feels like something happening around your birthday. Something happening around your birthday, and you could already know about it with the High Priestess being here. Did I say the Empress? I meant the High Priestess. You may already know about this reward or this excitement coming in during the month of April, but it feels like something good coming in April. It could have something to do with a lover, a connection that you have. It could have something to do with some new experience that you're going to be able to embark upon or dive into. I feel like this is part of the reward that's going to be given to you for your diligence and your high level of operation and honor with how you do things. Maybe there's something that's being put in motion during this super blue moon as it pertains to planning ahead to April. You'll find out about some plans that are made for you, okay? But that's just the general energy of what this super moon is going to reveal to you. Now, with that energy that we just learned about and became aware of, we're going to look at how you can best apply, or how you can best use that energy, the knowledge of that energy. Like, how should you respond to it? And we did pull from our African Goddess Rising deck for this question. And so, first of all, let me tell you, it's spicy, Taurus. It's real spicy, okay? So first of all, we have Quitesh, and I can't show you because it's a very erotic, passionate picture. But Quitesh is actually, she's a fire element, which means that she, this energy is very determined and strong and transformational. It's radiant. And this comes from the Temple of Lovers, okay? And so the Lovers is a high vibrating energy, usually around goddesses or gods, and they represent like a divine agape love, a romantic love, a familial love, and platonic love as well, platonic bonds, excuse me. Now, the Temple of Lovers governs the heart, physically and figuratively, and it vibrates green. And so how you are to actually interpret this energy, now in April we did find the Lovers came out in April. There's something happening in April that's going to be real juicy, okay? There's the Lovers clarifying April. This could be like starting a new relationship, starting some type of new connection that you'll have that's going to be real fiery. That's going to give you an opportunity to step into your goddess nature or your God nature, right? I'm interpreting this from both perspectives, not just feminine, but masculine as well. And it's going to be an energy that really puts you up on like a pedestal. Whoever this connection is going to see you in that light, in your true essence, right? And it's not going to be exaggerated. They're going to see you in your true essence of who you really are, right? And it's going to give you an opportunity to really come out and allow your passions to soar. And so for Quitesh, now this particular card, again, it's talking about lovers, it's fire element, and it's about allowing yourself to feel, to experience, to receive that thing or those things that really make you feel good, right? Part of the reason why we have our fleshly bodies is because there is a level of experience that we are privileged to experience in these bodies. And so, but I also feel like part of that sense of pleasure that we're afforded is also used to create. And it's used to manifest. We have the Magician come out here and the Emperor, right? And so there's so many different ways that we can use that energy when we're open and we allow our erotic creature to come out and experience, what's happening around us and engage that experience as well. And so Spirit is letting you know, with all that's happening, you're being invited to open up and allow yourself to enjoy life. Allow yourself to enjoy like simple pleasures that you particularly enjoy. You deserve it. For who I'm talking to, it feels like you're a hard worker, very high level of integrity. Like you have your own set of standards that you live by. And so this is like the opportunity for you also to experience the other side of that if you have not. And so there's some mention about dance here, dancing with pleasure. So maybe you'll be going somewhere where you'll be having opportunity to dance and embrace that sensual side of yourself and just really set your life, set the world on fire, and use that during this very celebratory time in your life. So the next card is Satira. Satira, which kind of carries that same energy, but this is more of like the industrial. It gives me more of like an industrial feel. So she's also from the temple, from the element of fire, which is determined, strong, transformational, and radiant. But she's from the temple of warriors. Now, in this temple, we're looking at those who stand on the front line in their true internal power. We're talking about solar. With Quitesh, we were talking about that that orangish color down in our sacral chakra, right? That creative space. We could have been talking about the throat chakra as well, because that's the creative space. But I feel like it's more along the lower parts of our energy centers in that sacral area. Now with Satira, she's given me personal power, right? That solar plexus energy, standing on the front line of true internal power. This is the temple of warriors, those who go to war over what it is that they stand for, what they believe in, and for others as well. And so with Satira, this is really allowing yourself to be your authentic self, to step up and go for what it is that you desire, what it is that you see, what it is that you feel called for, and making brazen choices and not diminishing yourself because it makes somebody else feel insecure or inferior, but it's arising and showing up in your power to the greatest extent of what that means. And when you do that, even those who mean you harm won't be able to touch you when you allow yourself to soar way up here. Right? It's almost like that vulture energy that soars like down here. You're the ego. Be the ego, right? I heard a story. It's so funny that this is coming up right now about how with the egos, sometimes the crows will be a little irritating on purpose to the egos, and it'll connect to the ego's back and just kind of peck at its neck just to irritate the ego. And the ego don't pay it no never mind. It just lets it do what it's doing. And then the ego will just take off and start to soar. And then it'll start to rise and elevate. And it'll keep elevating and elevating. Now, the higher you elevate, the thinner the air gets, or the thicker the air gets. One of those. The air gets a little bit sparse, right? And so the ego is versed in soaring at very high levels, unlike the crow. So once the ego gets to a certain elevation and rises up in frequency, the crow has to naturally fall off because it can't survive at those high elevations. And so the ego doesn't waste this time trying to fight this little tiny fly, right, that just buzzing around trying to irritate it. It just elevates. And I hear Spirit telling you that, Taurus, that in the midst of all of these vulture energies, right, all you have to do is just elevate and it'll naturally just fall off, right? When you dare to be your powerful, authentic self, right? Even your own doings, even your own illusions, like when you plug yourself into source and elevate, like those have to fall off. They can't go where you're going. And so this is a time with Satira. She's telling you very bold, right? Make bold decisions. If you knew you couldn't fail at all, right? That there was no such thing as failure, what would you do right now? That's the question. That's the thing you're being called for with this card. Warriors take challenges lightly, right? That's every day for warriors. And so you're being called to really step up unapologetically. Also, you're being called to even, remember I said warriors also fight for others. There may be instances where you have stood up for other people when they weren't in the room. That's brazen to speak up on somebody else's behalf when they're not there, when everybody else is gathering in on the conversation. You know, that may in fact be the thing that got you mixed up in this vulturous energy, you standing up integriously. But so be it. That's what warriors do. It's brazen to choose a different spiritual path or career than everybody else is doing, right? To take the road less traveled. It's brazen to actually build your family your way, okay? So you're being called to be bold, brave, shameless, and brazen. And then with this energy, we have Lady Marie Laveau. Now, she's gone down in history because she was known to be like she was a legend when it came to New Orleans, right? And she brings the energy of good juju, good energy. Her element is fire too. Lots of fire out here, right? Transformational energy. Determined, strong, and radiant. But her element is actually the ancestors. Okay. Now with the ancestors, this is paying attention to our history, those that have come before us, and the deified historical figures that we connect to, that we relate to, that you may connect to, giving homage to those that have come before you. Right? This is what is tapping us into our basic necessities, survival needs. It radiates energy and aligns in our body and our lower chakras as well. And she is actually known to be a New Orleans voodooing is what she's called. A successful spiritpreneur is what she's called. And she built her name up by being a hairstylist, amongst other things, within the spiritual community. But she brings good juju, good luck. And so Spirit is saying, use this energy that's being revealed to you and pour it out and available to you during this super blue moon to understand where you stand, the energy that you stand in. Right now is a very lucky time for you, a time where you have possibly the support of the ancestors around you, working on your behalf, creating opportunities, protecting you, guiding you, covering you, leading you, even fighting your battles, and opening opportunities for you to move forward. Great luck is yours right now, Taurus. It's almost like you've been passed the baton. You've been granted a heavy level of inheritance. And you're being asked to understand that. Pay attention to the history that came before you, right? There's something there that is for you. Therein lies good juju, good energy, stored up treasure. And it's a time of increase for you. Definitely feeling that with this return of energy that you've sown. And you could be tapped in some type of way to a great heritage of prosperity. Inheritance doesn't always mean like money. It doesn't always mean like houses and cars. Inheritance could be spiritual gifts as well. It could be this energy of good luck that's on your life that always provides you to, that always allows you to prevail no matter what happens, right? And so there's something huge about what is being given to you, and you're being guided to tap into that and accept it. Be open to it. Good energy is abundance. And not only from your ancestors, it feels like the universe is also granting you this favor. And this could be something that has been passed down that you will have the opportunity to also pass down. And so the energies that you could best use and benefit from was these goddess energies. I feel like there's a lot of passion that you can actually utilize, mixed with good luck, mixed with this very bold warrior-like energy. Yeah, that's a great mixture. And so know what you have at your disposal. I feel like Spirit is saying that. Know what it is. And if you get a sense or a message or just an inkling, delve into that to find out more so that you can use that. It's yours. It's been given to you for your use, your purpose. Now, I did pull out some tarot cards, and I wanted to find out like what it is that needs to be recognized during this super blue moon. And I pulled out a few cards. I pulled out the Empress. I also pulled out the Prince of Swords. I pulled out the Ace of Wands. I pulled out the Ace of Swords. And the Four of Pentacles. Now, first of all, understanding amongst the other things that we've already discussed during this full moon, what you want to recognize, what you need to recognize is that you are super attractive. There is a very feminine like quality that you possess with the Empress that screams nurture. If there's anything that we need in the world right now, it's nurture. You know, we're dying for lack of love and connection. And there's something about you that is abundant in that way. Not that you have to make yourself readily available. Spirit is bringing this up so you recognize what it is that you carry, Taurus. The Empress is the mother of mothers, right? She is the epitome of what it means to be in this feminine energy, to sit back and not feel like you have to go and rush and compete or grab what you want. What you need comes to you naturally. What you desire comes to you naturally because of the energy that you carry. This is coming up for you. Definitely aligning with the other energies that we've already talked about. Now, the Prince of Swords, interestingly enough, this taps into even that, a little bit of that matrix energy about tapping in. If you remember that movie in the very beginning, before Neo came into the understanding of who he was, when the universe was kind of awakening him up to his purpose and connecting him with people that would very much play a part in his destiny, he was led down kind of like a rabbit hole of information and trying to get understanding. And so I feel like this could be kind of like how you're going to be feeling at some point in time here during the full moon, or even moving forward. So much information is going to be opened up to you, and so much activation as well is going to be opened up to you that it might feel a little bit overwhelming, like you're going down this rabbit hole per se, or even you may feel empowered, right? Not necessarily overwhelmed for some of you. Maybe some of you will feel empowered, like you have the ability to hack the matrix, like you have access to secrets and back doors is what I'm trying to say. And portals to different realities, right? The matrix was very multi-level, multi-sensory. It was deep, right? There's levels on levels on levels that you can perceive that movie in. And this feels like the Prince of Swords, being able to actually go beyond and see like what the average person can't see. With the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Swords, it's that kind of energy. You know, having access to see things in a new light, to have new levels of understanding and access. And then with the Four of Pentacles, this is power. It's power. I feel like you're going to be in a position, or you already are, because Spirit is wanting you to recognize what you have. First of all, knowledge is power. But this could also talk about not mental, but financial power. It could also talk about a level of influence that you could have, and how you will be positioned to actually assist others and help others by what it is that you have. And so Spirit is wanting you to understand that what's happening right now and what is being revealed to you through this super moon, this super blue moon, and even through the hardships and the difficulties with your connections, it's all guiding you to a certain position, right? And it may in fact be separating you from things that will not play a part in where it is that you're going. And so understand that. Recognize these things that are happening around you, because I feel like Spirit is definitely going to be tapping you in like that. Okay. Now, lastly, Taurus, and we're making good time, if you are open to this message, to these energies that are being revealed to you during the super blue moon, the benefits will be, we have call on the muse. And this is actually allowing yourself, it's almost like positioning yourself as a vessel. Like what we don't understand about like creativity is like there's a level of submitting to the process where you could even be absent during the process if you are tapped in like that, like tapping into a certain place where you cease to exist in your vessel while Spirit actually flows through you in creativity. It's understanding you actually don't have to crank it out if you tap in, right? This could also be tapping in to ancestry as well. That's also possible. And so there is an ease coming, right? With earth magic, this is a level of groundedness that you being connected to the earth will provide. Now, there is a balance here, right? It's just not all ascension and, flying high and going high, but there's also a need to stay grounded and balanced with the earth as well. As far up as you go, you need to have first been balanced in the earth that way as well. You need to have gone down that level just to maintain a level of balance, right? Because this is all about balance. When it's all said and done, it's all about balance. And so there's a level of balance that will be beneficial at this time, and where you're being guided, this is part of that as well. It's being guided to get out into nature, to connect to all things, especially nature, especially that innate part of yourself that calls to go out and be out in the wild and just sit and be still and let the trees feel your heartbeat. Listen to the birds, allow the bees to buzz with synchronicity in your body, right? There's a magic. You see the magic in the sand there? There's a magic that lies in the earth that we need, that our bodies crave. This is very much part of this process, this grounding as well. And so if you don't know a lot about grounding, look it up. many ways that we can do this. This is going to be necessary, especially if you're one to delve in to this brazen energy head first. Listen, you have to be grounded. And so Spirit plans for this to be a part of that experience. I don't believe that Spirit would send us in half-cocked, but the experience is supposed to be one of wholeness and one that we can benefit from, not one that sends us half-cocked and twirling off into space somewhere. But no, it's a balanced setup here. And so grounding. This is going to lead you to seek methods of grounding. That's necessary during this process. Actually, not even this process, but it's necessary, period. Okay? Breathing, getting out into nature. There's different types of work that you can do, yoga, so many different options. And so if you're not aware of grounding techniques, sound therapy, right? Look it up and see what pulls you in. Spirit intends for this to be a part of your process. And then lastly, a powerful move. This will be getting to the point where you may even feel like it becomes very effortless. Between the call of the muse, being open to submit, and being offered up as a vessel, grounding, now a powerful move. This is like really becoming seamlessly masterful. Not even have to really, getting to the point where you don't even have to really put in a lot of effort, because it's not really about effort. When you really understand that we're co-creating, right? The hardest part has been given to our Creator, the universe, God, the one who, Spirit, who we're co-creating with. And then we are allowed to do, what we can do too, but it's a very minute part compared to what Spirit does. And this powerful move is understanding the power behind strategy, and realizing, I want to say the path of least resistance, but it's not really that. It's more like allowing Spirit to lead and you follow. It's more like manifesting, in a way that creates change by engaging opportunities, that is offered up to us. Realizing who's actually at the helm of everything, and we're on the receiving end, right? And then also that high level of integrity and acting wisely with how we strategize and move, okay? And so I do want to get some angel answers before we end out here for you, Taurus. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you have a question that's on your mind right now, I want you to focus your energy on that question. Set the intention around that question. Or it doesn't even have to be a question. It could just be whatever's on your mind, either before or that came up during this reading, or that now exists after watching this reading. So let's get that in our minds, and let's see what the angels have to say. Any messages for my Taurus friends, angels? Okay. So first of all, no need to worry. So whatever it is that you are worried about right now, or whatever has you feeling a little anxious or tense, whether it was before you sat down to watch this or as a result of watching this, this was intended to ease your anxiety, not to stimulate it. And so there's no need to worry. You're taken care of, okay? Don't stop. There's something that you've been doing according here, which I see a lot of that here, especially that very high vibing, integrous energy that has these rewards coming in for you here. Don't stop. Keep doing the dang thing. Don't worry about how people are responding to you, what they have to say, right? Keep doing what you've been doing, because it's working for you. And then we have within the next few months, if someone had a question in regards to time frame. Yeah, within the next few months. Let's get one more. The angel says within the next few months, you will see this come to pass, or you will know clearly in your mind without a shadow of a doubt. Let's get one more, and then we're going to end this out. If you are enjoying this reading, please take a moment to like, share, comment. Let me know how it's resonating for you. I'd love to hear from you all. If you are not subscribed yet, please consider subscribing, as all interaction helps to get the message out, and maybe there's somebody else that needs to hear this. And so thank you so much for all of the participation and engagement. I appreciate it. If you do find yourself subscribing, make sure you hit the bell so you're notified in case I go live or post new content. Lastly, we have success, right? When it's all said and done, whatever it is that you have conceived or that you feel like is being given to you, or where you're being led, your purpose, your destiny, even the desires of your heart, it's going to be a success, right? And so many times Spirit will tap in. I don't feel like you necessarily even have to be before readings to get that energy. I feel like Spirit gives you little crumbs, little messages and synchronicities and signs if we're paying attention. And so whatever that is will be successful. Whatever it is, okay? Whoever you are striving to be, I'm hearing that as well. You will be successful. You are on the right path. And so don't stop. Keep going, okay? So this super blue moon will be bringing in all of that good stuff for you, Taurus, okay? All right, that's it. That's all I have. Thank you so much for stopping by. Until next time, my Taurus friends, take care of yourself and get tapped in. All right, until next time, you take care of yourselves. Thanks for stopping by. It's LettiSpeaks. Bye.